Hello, everybody. Starting with a series of hurricane bills sent to the Florida governor's office, and a Gulf Shores man selected to compete in a reality TV show, plus another arrest in a deadly shooting at a Citronelle graduation party. We have those stories and more coming up. It's time for News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us for News 5 Now. I'm Akievia McFarland. We do this every day at 5:30. We get together and talk about the big stories that we're following for you for the day. We also talk about your answers to our question of the day. And we also see how you all voted in our Facebook poll. Let's not keep you waiting any longer. Let's go ahead and get right to it. And we're going to start with the big stories that we're following for you right now. As always, we begin with number 5. Florida lawmakers have passed a series of bills to help residents after hurricanes hit. The hurricane bill package aims to help Floridians rebuild after future storms, as well as increase disaster planning on the local level. The bill now head to the governor's desk for his approval. Number 4. Gulf Shores city leaders want to hear your thoughts on the future of music festivals in the community. You have 1 week to take an online survey located on the city's website. The results will be revealed during a community meeting at the Gulf Shores Cultural Center. That's June 5th at 6 o'clock. Number 3. A man has been arrested in connection to a stabbing in Pensacola last week. 35-year-old Nicholas Mack is being charged with aggravated battery. Pensacola police say the incident happened Friday at Pensacola Village on East Fairfield Drive, where a woman was stabbed in the chest. Mack is being held at the Escambia County Jail on a $100,000 bond. Number 2. A Gulf Shores man who previously competed on the CBS game show Survivor is set to compete again in the 50th season. Jonathan Young originally competed in the 48th season, making it to the final 4. Young is among 24 returning Survivor contestants appearing in the next season. Let's see how far he goes this time, everybody. And number 1. A second suspect connected to a deadly graduation shooting in Citronelle has been arrested. 19-year-old Gadrick Overstreet Jr. is charged with felony murder, attempted murder, and robbery. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office says the shooting happened May 11th on Tom Hopkins Road, where 19-year-old Jalen Rivers was killed and 18-year-old Zachary Morgan was injured. The first suspect arrested, a juvenile, faces felony murder and robbery charges. Overstreet Jr. will have a bond hearing on Friday. So those are the big stories that we are following for you right now. Of course, stick with WKRG and we will keep you updated on all the big stories that we are following. And today there are plenty of them, so please stay tuned in. But now it's time to get popping on that question of the day. And here was today's question. U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville is running for Alabama governor. We want to know, who else do you think should join the race? I haven't looked at any of y'all's answers today, so let's see what you had to say. All right, my mouse is working, so let's go. All right, well, we've got a hot opinion with 34 likes on it already, right off the top. Latricia Stinson says the man who didn't know the 3 branches of government but ran for a government office, question mark? A little bit of a head scratcher there for her. 34 people seem to agree. All right, thank you so much for that. All right, let's keep it going. Baron Elam, excuse me if I said your name incorrectly, says anybody, anything. I would take a box of rocks or the bag of dog droppings I tossed in the trash on my walk with my pets this morning instead. Ooh, Baron, you're tough. You are tough, but again, there are many people who seem to agree with you there. 26 likes, 4 loves, but a few people. Got 3 people a little hot with you for that one, Baron, but hey, we are all entitled to our opinions. All right, thank you so much. Let's keep it going. So Bree Carter says Clifford, the big red dog. My goodness. All right. John Gibson says Nick Saban, and he's the only one who can beat Tommy Tuberville. I'm going to stay off that one, but most of us, we do have a lot of respect for Nick Saban. We're not going to touch that one. All right, let's keep on going. Jennifer Bradley with a little more of a serious answer, right? Somebody under 60, perhaps. Some people think you need younger people in government sometimes. Some people think maturity is better. So again, we're all entitled to our opinions. Thank you all so far for answering. Let's read just a couple of more to see what all you have out there. We've got another silly one. Someone said Scooby-Doo. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me see if anybody else has maybe a real name, a real person. All right, right here. Sue Hogg says Doug Jones might be a good name to throw in there. Got a few people agreeing with you on that one. Let's see what else we have. We got another person vying for Doug Jones there. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if there's any other names. I'm trying not to read so many cartoon characters, fictional characters, people who just literally cannot run our government. Let's go ahead and see. Somebody even said Miss Terry. Give Nick a break. Let Miss Terry take the reins for a minute. All right. Let's keep on going. Now, Beverly Atten says, just Tommy. She says, he has my vote. And her question is, who will run for Senate? And that's another good question. Perhaps we should make that a News 5 question of the day. Y'all let me know what you think about that. All right, let's just read a couple of more and see. Got a Mickey Mouse. We got to vote for Forrest Gump. Again, with the fictional characters. People. Y'all are having too much fun with this, but I'm glad to see you all. Have y'all noticed that everyone seems to be like a comedian on the internet? Like everyone seems to bring their best gabs to the internet. I love to see it though. All right, let's go on. Let's see if we can get one more. We've got Carol Badner's Tyndall that says she wishes Bradley Byrne would run. Okay, that's a real answer there. And let's see. Just kind of scrolling. No, not. Someone said Ron DeSantis. Now, he lives in Florida. Now, y'all know. Come on now. Let's see. And we've got a vote for Paul Prine in there. Terry Cross is Paul Prine. And we've got another person, Carol Cook, saying Tuberville all the way. So, guys, we have a lot of thoughts on who should run for governor. If you'd like to read all of the comments, please feel free. Come visit this post right here. You can't miss it. It's bright and purple. Guys, thank you so much for answering that question of the day. But now it's time to get on over to that poll. Let's see how you guys voted. Look, did y'all know that Best Buy will open at midnight on June 5th for the release of the Nintendo Switch 2? So with that coming up, we wanted to know, would you wait in line at midnight to buy an item that you really, really wanted? 23% of you say yes, 71% of you say no, and 6% of you have no opinion on this matter. Guys, you remember when Black Friday used to be really hot? This is before the internet was what it is today, but when Black Friday used to be really hot, I imagine that 71% of you saying no, I don't think that number would have been nearly as high back then, not even close. As a matter of fact, I think it would have been flipped. I think 71 would be saying yes, 23 would be saying no, and then maybe 6% of you would have no opinion. But it thinks that internet that's just really changed the way we do things. So while I do believe this, it's just shocking to see. It's funny how quickly the world can change. So guys, thank you so much for voting on that Facebook poll. But now I got to send you with some homework, send you away. I need you to do a couple of things. Go ahead and like our WKRG Facebook page if you have not already. Give it a big thumbs up. Show us some love. I imagine a lot of you already have, but if you haven't, what are you waiting on? Let's get on it. And go ahead and answer our next question of the day. What's your favorite reality TV show? I'm not really a reality TV show girly myself, but we'd like to hear your answer, so please chime in on that. And also, go ahead and vote in our next Facebook poll, too. Should the Chrisleys have been pardoned? I mentioned there's a lot of big stories today, and that is definitely one of them. We want to know your opinions on that, so please make sure you vote on that as well. We'll be right back here tomorrow to share your answers. So please make sure you're tuning in. But for now, we need you to go ahead and get your TV turned to Channel 5 WKRG because we're about a little less than 20 minutes away from WKRG News 5 at 6, so we can get you all caught up again on those big stories that we are following for you throughout the evening. So guys, as always, thank you so much for joining us for News 5 Now. It's always fun to get together like this, and we'll catch you next time.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.